This whole hour, we've been celebrating women and what makes us great. It's time to stop downplaying our accomplishments and honor them, honor our friends, honor our sister circle. Well, Disruptors Magazine calls my next guest one of the top 30 inspiring women to look out for, and the International Forum on Advancements in Healthcare awarded her as a top 100 healthcare visionary. Lexis Serot's life changed when she found out her daughter would have to deal with the life-altering disability, cerebral palsy. She says that she was left feeling like she had no support and more questions than answers. So she decided she had to do something about it. She started a business dedicated to providing a sense of community resources and help for families looking to repurpose their used medical equipment. And she's helped over now 10,000 people. Please welcome from her home in Chicago, Lexis Serot. Lexis, thank you for joining us.
Oh my gosh, hi.
I mean, it is mind-blowing. You've helped over 10,000 people with this idea that started because of your own family. You have 4 children, twins. Stella and Ava are the oldest. And it started when Ava suffered a skull fracture during delivery, which caused her to have cerebral palsy. As a mother, you know, we talk about not caring about gender. You want a child who is healthy. But the reality is that is not always the case. And you face this in your own life. Take me back to when you learned the news. And how did you switch to a place of power in this?
Oh gosh. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to be amongst this incredible crew. So,
Yeah.
so thank you for this opportunity. I was ecstatic to learn that I was pregnant with twins, not one, but 2. Had a great pregnancy. And it went from being delighted to devastated in a single moment. And I think we learn through other moments in our life how to pivot, right? A nurse said, if she lives through the night, then she might continue to live.
Oh.
I said, she will.
Mm.
And
She will.
I just knew it. She will. Yeah, she will. You know, I just wanted her, as long as she could be alive, then I knew it would be fine. We got this. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just stay with me, kid.
Stay
you know?
with me, kid. And she stayed
Mhm.
with you. And in the process, you learned, though, that as supportive as the world can be, there were moments you felt alone in trying to figure out how to care for her.
Absolutely. Isolated really was the word. And I just had to go through it by myself. I went through it alone, navigating the system, trying to find the right care and equipment and therapy. And in that moment, I realized I didn't want anybody else to go through it alone.
Mm. And so your call to action became this opportunity to help in building this community. Did you, I mean, I always wonder about this. Are you there and you think, okay, I'm going to sketch out some names. I'm going to start calling people. How did you start connecting? I believe it was nearly 200 families off the bat. How did you start connecting?
Yeah, that was an incredible experience, all of those stories. I started with, I think it was Ava's physical therapy. I went to her first and said, I would really like to try to solve for this and try to find a solution. So if you have any families that you work with that are interested in talking to me, would you mind giving them my number? And then from there, it just spread. So if I talked to 10 people and they had friends, you know, within this circle, they wanted to as well. And that's really, it was such a moving experience and deeply humbling to hear each story, each symptom, each diagnosis, and then find those common denominators of things that made us all in the same situation, regardless.
When we look at we talk about the journey and the pages that it takes to get these, you look at this moment where the nurse tells you if she makes it through the night, and your response is she will make it through the night. And then you build this community of people. You know, we always talk about one's purpose and finding purpose in pain. Did you think that you were wired this way? Did you, I mean, what is it about yourself you feel that allowed you to rise to this occasion, especially as a new mom, in the midst of that difficulty?
I think a lot of times, oh, excuse me. I think a lot of times in healing others, you heal yourself,
Mm,
right?
yes.
Maybe I am wired this way.
Yeah.
If it was in the beginning, just my goal to help one person. If I could help one person, not be alone,
Yeah.
get that child what they need to be mobile, get that adult, your grandparent, and your loved ones, just one person, then I think it will help me to
Yeah.
heal as well. But then in building Little Wins, in building this bridge, I realized very quickly that there are more of us out there. There are more people who want to help each other. So all I have to do is make sure there's the structure in place to help the world,
Ah,
really.
you are so inspiring, Lexis.